Oh, welcome back, y'all. We on a new episode of Goode Street. This is Goode Street podcast, man. We coming to you from downtown, the box and the barrel,
Box in the barrel.
middle of the city, the area, the sacred area, should I say, for this festival that's coming back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And with me, I got the host of this, the owner, the leader, the visionary of this, this phenomenal thing. You know what I'm saying? And he don't need no introduction. Everybody know him. You know who he is. You done listen to him. You done vibe to him. You done rock with him. You done did all this with him. So, introduce yourself to the people, my G.
Yes, indeed. First off, what's happening? This is Deejay Juice, a.k.a. the DJ.
Our DJ.
The city is about to be on blast with JuiceFest 3, the third annual JuiceFest, July 14th. Hosted by myself, the visionary of the entire festival, which will bring out family, food, the community, education, and entertainment, all wrapped up in one in the great streets of downtown Houma, where we are right now. Good street sound, what it is.
Yeah, man.
Vibers only. Give me something to vibe to. Yeah, but I gotta watch what I say because motherfuckers be getting too offended.
Well,
They don't get it, but I guess I could be blunt. You already recording?
yeah, man.
Okay.
I just catch what I catch.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But on that note, it's just your opinion.
Well, okay. Let's let me hear what you're asking.
Okay, cause I'm gonna start off like this, cause I keep my opinion to myself too when it comes to social media, right? I don't like to get all in the riffraff, have people going back and forth. I don't like to text that much,
Right.
So I listen, I look at it, I read it, and then I just be like, man, when I get around people of value, people that opinions I value, or people who have a real good perspective on this type of topic, I'm gonna ask them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in the Tri-Parish, it always comes up, and I honestly think that you can't really compare the artists around here because every artist seems to be a little bit different. Ain't too many of them doing the same kind of music in the same kind of lanes, the ones that's breaking through. So I don't want to put you on the spot like that, but you know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
The top 5 in the Tri-Parish always comes up.
Okay, so let's look at it like this. You're asking, or the people are asking, top 5 in the Tri-Parish. First off, when we talk about Tri-Parish, we know that the prefix tri means 3. So which 3 parishes are we talking about?
What is the Tri-Parish? That's Terrebonne Parish, Lafourche Parish, and
St. Mary.
St. Mary?
It's not Assumption.
I always assumed there was Assumption Parish.
It's St. Mary. Now it may have changed, but as far as I've known, because the Tri-Parish news was Houma, Thibodeau, Morgan City, which is Terrebonne, Lafourche, St. Mary. But you could say the black culture has gone with Terrebonne, Lafourche, Assumption. So let me just okay. So in terms of the top 5, you talking about my top 5 or just?
I think when you're talking about any topic, it's definitely personal.
Okay.
So
what I would say this, and this is not to show any inconsideracy or shade or favoritism. I think that when you compare a top of who is the top, you have to compare by category. Like, you can't say Mason Smith. You can't rank Mason Smith, Colin Billiard, Philip Livis, Eli McGuire, and Poochie Pie as the top 5 in the top 5 athletes in the parish, because first off, they all from different eras. They all play different positions.
Right.
You can't compare something that's not categorized.
Right.
So the only way you could compare, you have to make sure they're categorized to where it makes sense.
Right. What's the criteria? What's the base foundation?
Like a fraction. You can't add a 1/2 plus a 3/4. you got to make sure it has a common denominator. If they don't have a common denominator, then you can't compare somebody like a Jalen Quinn to a Murder Gang Head Baby.
Right.
Jalen Quinn not rapping about murder.
Right.
And getting money. He's rapping about the come up, you know, the process of being slept on. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you can't compare Head Baby to Jalen Quinn because Head Baby is street. He is talking about street shit. You know what I mean?
And it's all real, man. So like, that's why I don't indulge when it comes on social media, because first of all, people getting their feelings, and like you say, man, you miss out on people. You know what I'm saying? My foundation with all of that is mostly based off of relevance. Are you consistently still putting out music? Now I know there's a place for the you know, the older ones, the greats, they sit in a certain spot, but man, rap is a what you doing for me now type of you know, industry. So
right.
How much music you putting out now?
Right. Now when it like, okay, so back to your question about top 5. Now I don't have a personal top 5 that I could say, because it'll ruffle too many feathers, and I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact when it comes down to local music that I'll ride to a Quinn, I'll ride to a Young D. And I know if I need something in the club, I'm going to play a Vicious, I'm going to play a Gangsta Gotti, I'm going to play a Trelly Wham, I'm going to play a Kite. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play those type of guys because that's club anthems. See, you can't compare a club anthem to something that you can ride to, so how could I say who's better than who?
Exactly.
I'm gonna play a Vicious, That Ain't My Hoe. I'm gonna play that. You know what I'm saying? Every artist that's an artist. I mean, when people say they're top 5, like I said, you got to make sure you put a category on it, because if it's not categorizing, you can't compare.
Right. I
It
think
makes sense.
That'd be more so just for the back and forth social media jokes.
Yeah, I ain't with all that, man. I mean, if I want to ride, I know who I'm going to prefer locally to ride to. If I'm going to turn the club up, I know where to go locally to turn the club. I know which buttons to press. Now I could talk about top 5 club hits right off the bat. I could do that right now.
Why is it? What's the number 1 top club hit from this area?
Ain't My Hoe.
Ain't My Hoe. All right, let's go number 2. Cause
Ain't My Hoe number 1.
And see, it also depends on what you think local, because I think, man, Trelly Wham is one of the best club songs ever.
So I would say Ain't My Hoe, not in any specific order. I would say Ain't My Hoe, Trelly Wham, La Gangsta Full of Them Perks.
Oh my God, yes indeed.
Kite, Do It For Your Dog.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. That's just club. That's club wise.
That's good.
That's club wise. Nah, they got some, like, it's so many, like, they got these boys, the Doe Twins.
I heard of them. I checked them out.
This other little cat that got killed, I can't remember. I think it's Flex Boy BK. We ride and catch up on Friday. Like, it got a lot of.
Yeah, they got a lot of artists out here.
But like, I know, guarantee is that everybody in the Tri-Parish will know. They will know It Ain't My Hoe. That Ain't My Hoe. They will know Wham, and they will know Full of Them Perks. That's I might be missing over something, but you know, I know that in the club. If I play them songs from here all the way to Market City to Napoleonville to back, the Raceland, they gonna know that.
Oh yeah, they do what they do for sure.
Right.
But we not here for that, man.
No, we not.
We are here to you know, to make a special announcement, but to also set down, you know, the foundation of what you got going on, what you building, what you putting out for the people. You know what I'm saying? This Juice Fest is back.
Yes, indeed, it is back.
After how many years? 2 years?
5 years.
It was 5 years?
2019.
God damn.
2018 was the first fest. 19 was the second. 2020, we actually did this same interview in June.
Right.
During COVID time in Ballers.
Right.
But we didn't do it because COVID had everything restricted.
Right.
We didn't do the festival. Then 21 was still kind of under COVID, but the hurricane hit as well. And then 22, 23, I was gradually letting everybody shake back just so I could make it have a great return. Okay. And people have been asking all throughout those times. I don't know if people thought that I was that it was taken from me or I couldn't do it, but I was really, really trying to build the momentum up to get it back.
That's what's up,
to
man.
make sure everything. I was just sitting back watching all these different things that were coming back, and I wanted to make sure when JuiceFest came back, it stamped.
Hey, man, and it is stamped, man. Like, that's one of the first. That's probably the first festival around here that I was actually like, oh yeah, I'm going to that. I'm not missing that. You know, we have various Rougarou Fest and all this other stuff they did downtown, but it's like, this was dynamic, man. You our DJ, man. You the DJ.
Right. I'm excited about it because it's all about me trying to give back to everybody that's ever been under any type of umbrella that I've performed at. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just the way it is. I don't care about the glory of it. Of course, my name is attached to it, and my name it holds a good bit of weight in this town. But I just want people to be able to come out and enjoy it, and just to say, yeah, this was nice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This was nice.
How many? So the Juice Fest. What's the time span? It's starting at what time and ending at what
Okay,
time?
so we're gonna say gates. The gates wise, 4 p.m. and grounds clear by 9 p.m.
Okay.
So show's gonna stop between 8 and 8:30. Like right when it gets dark, I gotta get it dark downtown. I need the night to fall so it could look magical when the phones come out at night with the lights on.
Indeed,
That's the only reason why I'm going into nightfall. I'm not extending past 9 or 9:30. I just needed to be night around that 7:48, 7:49 p.m. time to about 8:30.
So it sounds like you got something specially planned for that time right
Juice
there.
and friends, man. Juice and friends. I gotta serenade the people and promenade them back home, man. That's it.
How many performers?
Okay,
if you know?
so as of now, I would say at least 15 to 20 performers, not counting the Juice and friends.
Okay.
So the performers, they range from instrument players, I guess it's called instrumentalists, gospel. I have a pastor doing opening prayer. I got a choir, I got a band, got some neo soul, got some country, a little zydeco, Zumba, aerobics,
So we got
line dance. Yeah, because I mean, I want people to know that it's not a rap show. It's a music festival.
Right.
Although a lot of people just think that the Juice Fest is about rap and hip hop, and they kind of categorize it, but that is not what it is solely based on. It is based on giving people who have a talent, who've never been able to expose their talent on a platform in their own city, because it's hard to get support out here whenever you're just trying to come
Facts.
up.
That's a
You
fact.
mostly get support from your family and your peers, but for people who are from your city that have never heard of you, they're not going to come out for you.
Man,
So-
even the people that heard of you, man, sometimes it's
Yeah.
easy to get some support in another spot too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I like the fact that you shine the light on a variety of different types of artists, because it's easy to just be like, you big enough, I'm gonna put y'all on stage. But it's like, nah,
Right.
man, we got gospel artists out here.
Yeah.
We got
Right.
poets. We have everything to give y'all a good family show, right?
And that's exactly what I'm aiming at, it being a family show. Like for instance, when I talk about, oh man, I don't like how I look with this hat to the back. I should have worn my hat. When I talk about giving a platform, to people with talent. So let me give you an example of one of the performers I have. One of the performers I have, her name is Riley Dunn.
Okay.
When she was a 4th grade student at the school where I teach at, she entered the talent show, and I heard her voice, man, nice little, small little girl, soft voice, and looked like she had potential.
Right.
So, I coached her for the talent show. I let her go last. Everybody else who sung in the talent show, they sung with the words of the song. She sung it, not a cappella, but with the instrumental, because her
Gotcha.
voice, it was everything. And so I recommended her for GT because you could get into GT for, talent. Boom, she instantly got tested for GT, gifted talented for singing. She got enrolled in all kind of programs. 5th grade, she came back for the talent show, did another song, had people crying. 6th grade, her voice had developed, did another talent show. Her voice had developed, had people crying. And then her singing career has grown since then, because she's been in stage plays and
Right.
shows. and just doing all kind of little, and I don't, not contests, but just things where she's like the highlight and has to sing.
Right.
So she has been like her and her family, they embrace me, they appreciate it. So ever since then, like, we've had a real close relationship. So I'm like, she's never been given the opportunity to perform on a live stage in front of so many people. Right. So why not? You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by people who I feel are getting a chance to like display their talent and be exposed to a crowd of people that they don't know. Right. Because normally whenever we do perform, we always invite our friends or the people that we want to support us. But you get your real support from people who don't know you. They just respect you for what you do. So she'll be singing. She's going to 8th grade now. Okay. And her voice is really matured a lot. I'll let you hear some of her music. She sings a lot of cover music. So she's going to be a part of the show. That's, you know what I mean? I got the opportunity to judge the talent show at HL Bourgeois as a special guest judge, and the whole while I'm judging to see who's got this and who's got that, I'm like, dang, I could use this person for JuiceFest. Right. And I grabbed another kid who I felt who did a great job on his guitar singing. That's talent, man. Like 15, 16 playing a guitar in the talent show singing. Boom, you got the stage now. You know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it. Okay. Just giving them the opportunity to just show the world that they have talent. It's not about who's popular and who's popping at the time or who I owe it to or who feels like they should. It's just what moves me. And like I said 4 years ago, like, if you don't like the way I do it, then you could always do your own festival and you can call it my festival. You know what I mean?
So like, how many people feel like they just deserve a spot? Just hit you up and be like, yeah, man, I'm ready, bro.
It's like this. Like, if I don't want people to take it the wrong way that I don't want them a part of the festival as a part of the festival. It's just not what I want or what I need at that time. It's just like this. Let's just say, okay, I got a brother and I got a sister, right? Right. Let's say I decide to pick the phone up and call my brother. My sister can't get mad because I chose to call my brother. Right. It does not mean that I don't love you, or I don't rock with you, or I don't want to talk to you. I just chose to call my brother.
Yeah, he possessed something that could help me out, and I could help him out.
I could get it from him. He could get it from me at that time. I don't need nothing from you, and I'm not giving you anything at the time. Right. That makes sense? Yeah. So just because I don't use you or utilize you as a part of the festival, that doesn't mean that I don't rock with you or we not tight like that. It's just not what I want for the vision.
And I'm glad you said utilize, man, because a lot of times with our people, we have an issue with feeling like somebody trying to use us. Yeah. That's why I always say, man, it's utilize, man. It's all a form of using, but if I could bring you some value and you could bring me some value, now we're utilizing each other, you know what I'm saying, for a better purpose. And that's one of the things that always stick out with me with you. That's why I support you hands down, man. You're not looking for no profit gains. You're not looking for anything of your own.
Nothing, man.
You're just shining a light on people, man.
I've been in a lot of places, man. I've been in a lot of places, man. Probably more places than a lot of people in this area. Being exposed to different stages and speaker systems and lights and camera and action, and to be able to grasp ideas from other places and bring it back home just for the city to see. It's a blessing to be a blessing. That's something I always say, because people always blow me up about me being this person and that person, and they want to take selfies, and I've even had people who want autographs and just
you sign autographs, bro?
Yeah, man. They make a big deal out of me, man. I don't look at myself like that. I'm still the same cat from Linda Ann. I'm in here with an evergreen shirt on, hat to the front, hat to the back. I don't walk around here blinged out, expensive car, expensive ride, buying sections. I don't do that, man. Like, I just want people to see that if you, and this is a real life testimony. If you truly believe that you have a gift or a talent to do something, you just do it. And you continue doing it, and you don't let anybody stop you from doing it.
That's what I tell people,
you be consistent, man.
I tell them, I'm like, bro, if you just do what you could do, man, everything else will work out for you, bro. If you just stick to what you do and you do it to the best of your ability, all the help you think you need is go find its way to you. A lot of times people don't like to display what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I say, once again, you shining that light on these people that may not know how to get the light themselves.
I'm glad you said that, because I talked about this on the interview with JP, Jaleesa Mulligan.
Shout out JP.
Shout out JP, the hottest camera girl. So what we have is our craft, right?
Right.
And it's something that we love. It's something that we love is our passion. Okay? It's our passion. But most of the time we get consumed in it being our passion when it's really our purpose. I could love this. I could love this shit all day, day in and day out. But my passion for this turns into a purpose, because what I am doing is I am sending waves. I'm sending energy from myself to another person through music. Music is the medium.
Right.
Music is the medium that the energy is traveling through. Some people might have a bad day, a bad week, but as soon as they hear music, it makes them feel a certain way. It makes them feel better. That's why when people go out, they coming out to me because they want to go indulge and have a great time. That's why it's called food, wine, and spirits.
Right.
Because your spirit is changed. Your mental, your emotional, your physical, all that is changed whenever you step into some place where somebody has talent and they're putting their passion into their talent, making it a purpose. This is something that you love. You got all this equipment. You didn't start off with all this equipment.
Right.
But it's something that you love, that you want to continue doing, and it became a purpose because now you are creating a medium through the air, which is the medium. You're creating a wave, transferring energy from you to the next person through the air for people to hear messages. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what make you define it as a purpose, because as you said that, I'm thinking, and I'm just like,
it does something for somebody else.
Right, it's a purpose once you passing on knowledge, once you teaching, once you inspiring.
Yep, it does something for somebody else. It becomes a purpose. Your passion becomes a purpose. You're here for a reason. You got these mics, these cameras, these lights for a reason. I got my music for a reason. I got my gift, my talent for a reason. It's not just for me to love and to love and to love. It's for me to love and to spread to other people in so many different ways.
Right. And that's real, bro, because all this equipment came at different times from different situations, but they acquired it, you know what I'm saying, to do this. And I like to do the same thing, bro. I like to make people look good, especially when you're a person that make other people look good, that make other people have a good time, bro. Like, I don't know if you know, man, a lot. Well, you do know, man. People go where they go based on where you go be at. Like I said all the time, bro. You and a couple others around here, you know what I'm saying, man. Y'all just are the definition of the area. Y'all have a lot of control. Y'all have, not used in the wrong way, but it's inspiring, man. I think a lot of people attach themselves to what you're doing because, it's just so inspiring.
Yeah. And it causes me to walk light and also watch what I do and what I say and where I go, because I can't say everything I want and do everything I want and go everywhere I want, because then I'll have to answer so many questions.
Right.
I don't know. It's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy.
You think you ever sit back and be like, man, what would my life be like if I wasn't DJing, if I was just like unknown? I could do what I want. People ain't looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
When I see ordinary Joes, nothing against the ordinary Joes, but when I see ordinary Joes, I'm like, man, they don't have half the life I have. I can see them going do the norm, going to the grocery store, coming home, eating, sitting in front of the TV, going to sleep, waking up, going to work, doing it all over again. They don't have to worry about people speaking to them and wanting to take pictures of them and with them.
It's a gift and a curse,
man. Expecting something from them and just carrying the bags that people of importance and relevance do carry. I always think about, damn, like, what if I were an ordinary Joe?
I say that when I don't feel like getting dressed. I'll be like, man, I wish I could just wear ugly clothes, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people just ain't got to worry about that, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know, man. I'm so far into it because I've always been a popular man. And it's just something that created when I got to junior high. I just became popular, man. It's nothing that I forced.
Hold on. Let's go back. What you think made you popular? Because I could look back at my life and I could be like, man, I started off hooping. I was real good at basketball from a young age. That brought on a certain type of popularity, a certain type of acceptance. I could look at the people I was around, you know, and that also did it. But man, you always, man, you was the dude that played the music, bro. Like, it's hard to not be popular when you play the music.
I would say this. This is where my popularity changed. Through females. And I don't mean in a bad way. Of course, in our era, we didn't have social media. We didn't have cell phones. So it's not like you can look at my page and see who I was at 11 years old, 12 years old. So I got to junior high. And back then, in junior high, you know, you didn't know who went to other schools unless you ran into them somewhere, like at a party.
Unless you played sports.
Yeah.
Sports.
So my 8th grade year, the way you know the way we found out who went to what school and who was who?
No.
Yearbooks.
Facts.
So yearbooks were the social media page.
Facts.
Yearbook
that was the first Facebook, huh?
Yearbook was the Instagram and Facebook, because you saw that person's name and their face. You didn't know what their body looked like. You saw their profile chest up, and if they were cute, you knew who they was. You asked about them from somebody that you might know.
Right.
So there was this girl who was going to Houma Junior High. She was in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade at Evergreen. I'm not gonna say her name, because later on in life we found out we were cousins. But
hey, that happens so often around here.
Yeah, but she was head over heels behind me, and everybody in the school knew about it. And not my school, but her school. So okay. I built a whole popularity wave just off of somebody seeing my picture in the yearbook and liking me. And then at the time, you could get a permission slip in junior high and go to other schools' dances. I would always go to the Oaklawn dances because I had a first cousin that went to Oaklawn. So I was stamped on the east side, because you go to Oaklawn dance and you don't go to Oaklawn, who is this kid? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's kind of like where my popularity began, because people who took a liking to me, they talked about it.
Right.
And at that time, I was just Justin Patterson from Great. You know what I'm saying?
What age you start playing the music? Not when you started playing it. At what age did you be like, know what? I think I'm a DJ now. You know, I think I'm gonna play the music at parties.
I don't have an age for that.
It just always was.
It just gradually increased. It gradually turned into that. I didn't say. I do know the point where I said I do know some checkpoints where I said I was going to change to make my business better. I do know that, but I don't know the exact point where I said I'm going to be Deejay Juice. It just gradually turned into that. I was the one with all of the tapes and the CDs back then.
Just chosen. So what was your first DJ fee?
Like $20.
$20 just to get the party going.
Yeah, I was like 11 years old, 11 or 12, and there was a girl who lived on my street. Her name was Yulissa. She lived on the next block from me on Linda Ann, and she had a little inside house party for her birthday. And it was at night, and I sat in the corner of her kitchen. They cleaned the kitchen out. It was the kitchen to the living room, and I just DJ'd in the corner with the tape player. And I can remember, if I was 11, then my sister was 7 years younger than me. She was 4. I can remember my mama knocking on the door at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, saying I needed to come home. And because my little sister was in bed, so she was coming to pick me up. So she made me end the party so I can go home.
Shut the whole party down.
That's it, man. I remember that, you know. But I do know the prime time where I stepped foot in Houma and I got popular. That was, I told you on the last interview, I did Keena Alvis party at Mainstream in January of 01. I remember that because I was a freshman in college. I had never really played in Houma before. I just did my little parties in Gray, Evergreen, HL games, and in my hood. But Keena Alvis had that party at Mainstream, man. I swear, it was so packed. That is, January 01 is when Houma found out who I was.
Right.
So before that, it was just everything in Gray in my community. But that is when I first stepped foot in Houma DJing.
2001?
January 01.
I'm pretty sure I was there, boy. Mainstream used to be
on the hit.
Whoo, man, then it turned into a death trap. It got to a point
that was around 06 to about 2009.
Man, see, about 11, 12, shit. Boy, look, don't go in there if you ain't from a certain side of town. You know what I'm saying? You asking for it.
Yup.
But man, that's always a thing too, cause we stripped straight past the caution click days, but I remember a Juice verse or two.
Yeah.
And like I say, man, you was always able to go everywhere though. You know what I'm saying? Like being a DJ, you one of those few people that's accepted in every part of this town. I'm talking about every crevice. Like you could go to Daniel Turner, and then you could go to Johnson Ridge, and then you could go to Marydale, and then you could come back on the west side.
I got a verse with that on the. I got a verse on.
That's on that Keep Old Bucket.
No man, I got. But I got a verse for that. Oh man, how does it go? I said from Smith Ridge to Johnson Ridge, they all know Justin. And if I sign a hustleaholic, I'm a holic for hustling. I said that a long time ago. Yeah. Bars. Definitely. I definitely could dibble and dabble in a lot of different hoods because they know how I'm coming. I mean, I'm a service.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never had any issues in any towns, any cities, man. Never. I never had an issue. Never. Because people know I don't walk around with a chip on my shoulder. I come to do my part and then I go. You know, I don't keep confusion up because what would it look like if I kept confusion, man? You know where to catch me at.
Every time. And look, and that's what I think grows to the aura of this Juice Fest, man. The fact that it's every community, every hood, everybody wants to not only be a part of it, but they want to see it happen for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As well as themselves, you know, people trying to get in, you know, man. Slide me in. I won't get a 30-minute slot.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard to do that because, like I said, it's not a part of my vision at that time. It's not what I want at that time.
Right.
And as much as I hate to turn people down, I don't want them to feel like I don't want you to feel like I don't rock with you. It's just not what I want or need at this time, at this present time, at this point.
Well, there's a million times to rock with Juice. You know what I'm saying? Juice Fest ain't the only time to rock with Juice. I'm pretty sure you will be DJing the next week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all y'all that's out there that really won't get something together, like, man, the man is here. You know what I'm saying? Just don't plan it around his event. That's all.
It's gotta go the way I want it to go.
Fact.
I gotta have. It's like my home. It's my baby. You know what I mean?
And you'll never really be satisfied until you do things exactly the way you want to do it. You know, that's your, like you said, that's your baby. That's your vision, man. If it ain't quite right because of some other influence,
right,
that's enough to tear you apart.
So when they was having downtown on Bayou and Rougarou Festival and all these different other things that I could have been a part of, but I would have to fall under somebody else's jurisdiction to do it the way they wanted me to. Not that I have a problem with it, because I'm good with following, but I also know that I don't necessarily need to follow when I can create my own vision and do it the way I want to do it.
You're a good leader.
Because I have been hitting them up for the longest a while back, man, just trying to get a slot in. Hitting them up. And I understand, that's another topic. A lot of people close their doors on me and tell me no, not because of me, just because of they're afraid of what I bring to the table. Because there's so many people that deal with me and follow me that they're not prepared for the overhaul of what might happen or what could happen when they never look at the potential side of how much money they can make.
Right.
I could call these clubs I'm about to call right now. Last Call, Bottoms Up, Post Office Club, City Club, Ballers, Plan B. All of these clubs have the same thing in common. My first time DJing there, they didn't promote me. And that's black and white clubs. Okay. They didn't promote me. The reason why is they were afraid of the crowd. The crowd turn or or how many people would come. So whenever they did book me, I had no flyer, I had no promo, I had no poster, nothing. I just went in there, and people that saw me in there gravitated to it.
Literally word of mouth. Literally pull up and be like, man, Juice in here.
That's it.
Like, for
And
real.
I understand that it's not fair to me. It's messed up, but I get it. They just didn't want the unexpected.
Well, the quote unquote power you possess, man, in the wrong hands could be detrimental to all those businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Bayou Kane right now. Bayou Kane has a mixed crowd, old, young, white, black, natives, everybody goes in there. But they won't book me. And they have hip hop DJs and rap DJs.
Right.
And they have, they won't book me. The balcony, they won't book me.
What always frustrated me about the spots around here, because look, you've been DJing, I've been going out just as long as you've been DJing. So I done fell off in all these spots, and it's like, I feel like certain clubs, you talk about the Old City Club and all this other stuff, like when they need the extra bread,
Yeah, they do.
They reach out and they suck that crowd up.
When they see the money coming in, then they need it.
Right.
Oh, Vino's was the same way.
Oh.
Vino's was the same way, bro. And I was like the poster child for Vino's, not Lenny's. Vino,
yeah, but gotta differentiate the times.
Yeah, definitely. I
huh?
wasn't, nothing against Lenny's, but I wasn't a Lenny's. I was a Vino's. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just they will not book me because they're afraid of so many people. But when you got so many people, you can charge because the demand is high. If you know anything about supply and demand, you can make a profit because if you got something that's in demand, man, you could charge a high price.
Right.
And that allows you to get more alcohol to sell, more security, and you lock it down. But it's not the fact that I play a certain kind of music that make people turn for the worse. I'm a good dude. So everybody knows when you come to me, you're gonna have a great time.
Exactly.
So why not make your bread? So once all these places got comfortable with me, oh man, I was the face of the city club, the face of the post office, the face of Ballers, the face of Vino's, the face of Bottoms Up. They got me in rotation there every time. Matter of fact, that's one. Well, I'm not gonna release that. Last Call. Let me tell you how much I got. Let me tell you how much respect I got at Last Call. When I DJ'd at Last Call, they had to get barricades for the line because the line would be so wide and so long and around the corner. They had to hire state, city, and parish police to generate and regulate the line for people going in and out. Once it got to 400 people, nobody else could get in.
Man, I remember them days, man. Look, I was in them lines. And on top of that, spots like that, that's a testament to how bad the music was. They was playing in them spots on the norm too, because I would go there and literally, man, like 2 or 3 songs throughout the night that I could rock with. Everything else was
on that note, you got to know when to play it, how long to play it. See, DJing ain't just knowing the songs, it's knowing when to play them.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a whole philosophy behind it. It's a whole nother conversation. But Last Call saw that money, and they started charging 20. And if you were under 21, they were charging 30.
Right.
But the demand was, it was what everybody was. Everybody wanted the Last Call ticket when I was there. I can remember going to the club at about 8:15, 8:30. And I can remember parking my truck and getting out the truck. Bro, I swear to God, if you ever seen the Simpsons episode where the whole city protesting and they running down the street with the signs and the flames, dog, it looked like everybody was just waiting for me to park just so they could run and get in line.
Man, it used to be like that. That's how City Club used to be. You used to pull up the City Club, get your bracelet, and come back later.
It sounded like a tornado was coming because it was quiet when I got out the car by Peppers. I was parked right in front of Peppers. It was quiet when I got out the car, and then all of a sudden I just sounded like I heard a big wind coming. And when I look, it's people like really real life in the middle of the street coming down the street at 8:20 to get in line for a 9 o'clock show. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Last Call is one of the better set up clubs in this area. I always used to be in there and be like, man, if they could just get the music right and get the crowd right, everything will be fine.
Last Call and City Club, because they have that upper level, that deck, the VIP area, those rooms, the stage.
It's a shame that we can't have City Club, bro.
It's a shame. It happens, but like, going off of that, what I was saying, like those clubs, they were always afraid. And I hate it. Like I emailed, I'm dropping names. I don't care. I emailed La Coretta. Email, not text, not call. I emailed La Coretta. Hey, My name is Justin Patterson. I'm a teacher at Coastal Bayou Blue Elementary. I'm also known as Deejay Juice. On the last day of school, I know that teachers are all over trying to find somewhere to hang and have a good time.
Right.
What makes sense for me is I was interested in maybe becoming DJ for a lot of the teachers who will be out.
To your restaurant. The whole
for some
parish.
of the teachers who will be out, because my coworkers and everybody, they always end up at your spot. And I said, I think it'll be great, to have me come in there and DJ. I have a wide variety of music. I'm understanding of content. I said, all this on the TikTok. I still got it on my phone. La Coretta blocked me. They never wrote back. They blocked me. They put it on ghost mode and whatever it is, vanish mode, and they blocked me.
Damn. And that's just something we'll never even understand why, right? We'll just never know.
I didn't come off as a street cat. I didn't come off as disrespectful. I gave them A to Z of who I was and what I was trying to offer for your spot on a given day that everybody's going to be there. But the way to keep them there is to keep them dancing and drinking. Otherwise, they're getting on the party buses and they're leaving. They're hopping around. You want them to stay in one spot? You want the bread for the day? Book me. I know what it takes. I can play anything. I'm aware of content. Like, you're probably looking at me like, okay, this,
right.
This,
and I assume that's what.
But professionally, I reached out, and you should have been like, you could have been not interested. Thanks for emailing. Or we'll keep in touch. They just put it on vanish mode and just blocked me, bro. I never understood that. I was like, wow. So I don't go to La Coretta. Nothing against La Coretta. I just don't go there. I don't know who was in charge. I don't care who was in charge. But it was like 2 or 3 years ago. So whoever was in charge, go check your Instagram from April or May of 2021-22, and you'll see who was running it. And you'll see Deejay Juice 100 on the ground. So that's for La Coretta. I don't eat there. I don't go there. When I was on the party bus with my coworkers last year, they all went in La Coretta. I sat on the party bus because I'm not fake. I'm not going in there and pretending like I'm not going in there and pretending like I'm pleased and I'm going to turn up. No, I'll save my turn up and sit on the bus, wait for them to get off. Sorry. La Coretta, like, you're wrong for that. And I'm not bashing them. I'm not talking about them. But I just feel like as a businessman and as a restaurant, you should have given me a response instead of vanish mode and blocking me because I did nothing wrong. I didn't harass you. That's just it.
And that's what y'all already do. Y'all already have musical guests. Y'all already have, DJs and stuff for certain events. So it's like, it ain't like you stepping out of bounds. It ain't like you,
Even if it is out of bounds for you, respond.
Right.
Professionally, respond. No, thank you. We're not interested. Or no, we're just playing from the jukebox. Or we're gonna have a band. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have anything. I would have been good with it. You blocked me like I was a problem.
Right.
Now I have a problem, but I won't go there. Yeah. You could go, everybody could go there. It's a beautiful place. I know they got good food, but I won't go there because I feel some kind of way behind that. Everybody else, I understand. Erica, she was like at the balcony. She's like, Juice, it's not you. I said, I already know. She said, it's not you. It's just, I get it.
How do you think that came about, bro? Because, I've heard people say that. Like, man, I would get Juice, man, but that crowd. Like, how that shit became your problem?
I know.
Because for what it's worth, and I can say this because I be in those spots. Hey, man, look, them DJs be DJing like you. Them DJs mixes don't be too different from yours. The song selection don't be too different. Now, I think in everybody's eye, there's DJ Juice and there's everybody else. No disrespect to any other DJs, but it's not like other DJs are playing music so differently from you that the crowd, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I said at Bayou Cane that night. I'm like, look what they playing. Like, some of that stuff I don't even play, but I can't get on the card. Just it's not. But like Erica said, it's not you, Juice. It's everything that comes with you. We can't handle that. And people are not stupid. They know what the City Club was like. Right. They know the line that used to be down the block. Right. They know what Vino's was like. They know the line that used to be across the
and they know
Black
why.
Pearl tattoo.
And they know why.
They know what Encore used to look like. They know what all them spots look like.
Facts.
It's just, I look at it like this. I look at it as a blessing and a curse. A curse because I can't do what I would love to do for my city. But then it's a blessing because it's telling me that I maybe not belong in this city.
And that's, man, listen, bro. That's one of my biggest.
It's telling me my worth.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves with this city, with this town in particular. So when I see people like you, I see people like Black Rambo, 1200 Slim, you know, assortment of others. It's like, hey, man, this city don't really have avenue for your quote unquote celebrity people. I know none of y'all feel like celebrities, but in the realm of things, you are. And there is no celebrity lane around here. You know what I'm saying? Like before people would say you're a celebrity, they'd just be like, he's just a DJ. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to that, I don't want to say like a certain type of respect has to come with that, but it's just unseen. You know, if we in Atlanta and you DJ drama, then boom, you're a celebrity DJ. You get to pull off what you want to pull off. The fact that they try to shelve everything and oh no, that's too much. It's like, man, what can I bring to this town?
Right.
And it often drives us other places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't want to say fear, but that's what I don't like to happen, man. But I understand it. All of us know. People like you, people like me, we know, man, that we shoot out and go to another place. It's up.
Yeah.
It's up from there.
Yeah, and then I just feel like, although I come and go as I please, but I feel like a lot of the guidance and leadership that I have, a lot of people around here need that.
Right.
Son, I don't just be getting bookings for people to DJ, bro. I get people who swallow their pride because they can't call their friends that they run with, and they need real life encouragement for like their lives.
Fact.
Or what decisions like I've been really being blessed and blessing others the last few months because random people have been hitting me up on advice of how to encourage their children to go to a certain college or study a certain major, or which jobs do you think that they should apply for, or am I able to help with this because they didn't get this in time? Right. Or can I be a reference for somebody who's trying to get a scholarship?
And that type of shit I value, like it
outweighs
the music all the way,
does,
bro.
Man.
If you go ask me for my mental perspective, man, that's all I can.
Yeah,
you
getting jewels from me for nothing. So I feel like I belong in this area because I give people that hope that they could always come to me. That's why people feel like I'm my DJ to them. I'm their DJ because I'm accessible, I'm open, I'm transparent. I don't have a cutthroat bone in my body. And if somebody ever needs something, it's not shirt off the back. I'm not giving you my shirt off my back.
I like my
Definitely
shirt
not giving you. I don't take my shirt off. I'm not giving you my shirt off my back. But I will, if I can't give you everything you ask for, I will give you something. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. I think the fact that you, because that's probably unheard of, right? And I don't know how the DJ community is. I'm pretty sure y'all stick close to the ones you roll with. How many other DJs you met that are teachers, man?
DJ Jubilee, DJ Chill in Lafayette.
DJ Chill Lafayette. I remember DJ.
Yeah.
You talking about somebody that could get the club up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, DJ Chill.
Chill's a DJ. I'm a DJ. There's a teacher that a DJ at HL, DJ Cole. It's a girl. She went to Nichols. She works at HL. DJ Cole. There's this guy. He's a PE coach at Village East. His name is Daniel LaPresti. Mm-hmm. Now I don't. He's not a DJ. But I know he created this drink at Last Call in the 80s called the Purple People Eater. So he branded a drink at Last Call like in the 80s, bro, and it was still a drink to this day. The Purple People Eater. They used to sell it in jugs and gallons. It'd be at Last Call. So I know he had a mix in the club, like. And then there was a coach at Houma Junior High that DJ'd. I don't know. I can't remember his name. One of them coaches. One of them teachers. But other than that, like. Nah, I don't know nobody else.
Right, you just named a lot of DJs that's not, no disrespect, but they not the caliber of DJ you are. Or you know what I'm saying, their paths ain't going into the whole big stage, big lights like yours have.
Yeah, man. A lot of DJs from this area never been on a big stage, but all you got to do is bring your laptop.
Right.
And they got everything that you put in the rider or the contract that belongs there. The type of speakers, the sound, the type of mics, the type of board, the type of wires, the type of headphones.
Yeah, see, that's crazy because I did
the type of tablecloth. Man, they never been exposed to that. They never been on a real stage.
Right.
Man.
See, I do audio visual work too. So they'll have those big shows at the conference center in New Orleans, the big convention center. So, man, we had to set up for a show with for pediatrics, bro. And I was new to it. Everything from setting up the stage, the lights, the speakers, the audio, the visual. I was part of that crew. It was like a 20-man team. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
And once you see that and you come back home and you see a little show, you be like, dog, we could do so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We could change so much. That's why I see the shows that they doing down the street. What that was, the fest they had recently, but they have it by Turbone Distillery. And they put the stage out there, and they got the boucherie, and they got the stage, and they got the lights.
That's Mike Levron.
And I'm like, bro, that's the level we need to be.
And that's what I want for Juice Fest. I want it to look good. I don't want it to just look like the courthouse steps and us on it. I want night to fall. I want the screen up. I want the lights running through the crowd.
You got all that?
All that, man. All that's coming. I'm more with making it. I'm more with dressing it up this year. So I want the light show.
So you got AV teams, you got visuals, you got all right, man,
I want the screens for people who are far away and can't see it.
That's what's up.
I want it to look good. I want people to be like, yeah, this is cool. But if you don't like it, the freest thing in the world to do is leave.
Facts.
You ain't paid for it.
Facts. Man, ain't nobody gonna leave from out there, man. You gonna have a problem getting people to fucking dip. Hey, man, people want this. I know you feel like you under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And you want it to be so perfect, but man, look, people are waiting on this, Juice.
Yeah, I know.
People are waiting on this.
And I know, and that's why I have to have it the way I want it to go. Because if it doesn't, not saying that I don't have a plan B, literally, but I would like things to go. Things don't always go the way we want to go. Nothing is perfect, but I would love for it to go the way I'm designing it to go because it's representing me. I got big sponsor companies like Barker Honda, South Louisiana Bank, Allen Alvis AC, McDonald's, Max Food Management, Tenacity Fitness, Plan B Lounge, Off the Hook.
Right.
Big Mike Feasy, state rep or whatever he is. I got all that behind me, man. And I need it to go the way I want it to go because these names are connected to it. And I don't want to discourage and disappoint these people for anything being less of greatness.
What's the process of getting major name sponsors, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
without dipping in too much, just, how does one go about that?
Okay, so the way you get a sponsor is you have to be either a nonprofit or they have to understand your vision.
Right.
So all the sponsors that I have a personal relationship with outside of being a Juice Fest. Like Barker Honda, my dad was the sales manager at Barker Honda. Before it was Barker, it was Canaria. You know what I mean? So, like my grandfather worked for Mr. Canaria, the old Canaria.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when Barker Honda bought it, my dad just fell into place, and he was a sales manager for like 30-something years, so he retired. We have a personal relationship with their family because of my grandfather, my grandmother, my dad. And when the owner of Barker Honda, his daughter was getting married, she called for me to be her DJ for her engagement party on New Year's Eve at Cafe Dominique. And they all just instantly, the love, they embraced me more so than me being JJ Patterson's son. They embraced me because I was Deejay Juice and I was connected to them. Right. I reached out to them, explaining to them what I had going on. You know what I'm saying? Considering the history we have, boom, check cut.
Boom.
South Louisiana Bank, I've been doing their Christmas party every year in December at Allendale. I reached out to them, let them know what I had going on. Boom, cut the check. McDonald's, I do their Christmas party every year at the Municipal Auditorium. I reached out to them, showed them what I had going on.
So you put the work in.
Boom,
man.
cut the check. It's like hand for hand. They know what I bring to the table. Right. They know how we've been. Like it's almost like okay, dang, we got to cut this guy this check, or he not gonna do our Christmas party. Right. But that was never the
right. It's not a feud like that. But man, what I hear from that is something I have to preach to a lot of people, especially when they just starting off with whatever they doing. Listen, man, you have to put the work in, and when you put the work in, you go. Most of the time you go feel undervalued, but when it does pay off, bro, it's limitless.
If you have relationships that are built with people in position, is a great way.
And they may not start off in that position. They may grow into that position, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody that I name that as a sponsor, I have a relationship with. Every single sponsor. Every last one of them. Thanks. So I could have pitched it at companies that I don't have a relationship with, which I did. But the ones that are stamped is because they've had one-on-ones with me. It's not just because they want to throw some money around. They understand what the cause, what's going on. You know what I mean?
And they know they're getting a good product, man. For
that reason, I have to make sure things go how the vision is set up for it to go. I have to make sure that the kids are safe and comfortable. I have to make sure that the law enforcement are covering the grounds and not huddled up in one spot, because I got on their ass about that. Because when you hire law enforcement, now, most of the time they stick together, stay in one spot. They kind of just observe the grounds. I need them walking throughout the yard. I need them over here and over there and mingling and just blending in, showing that we're here. We're not here to intimidate y'all. We're here to protect y'all. I don't want them grouped up, intimidating, walking like they're at a raid. Because I saw that last time. They were walking 4 deep across. Like, that's very intimidating.
That is intimidating, straight up.
Although you might need to do like that if you're gonna handle a situation, but I don't want them grouped up, because if we're grouped up, they got a problem too. I need them spread out to make their presence known, so people can say, okay, we good. They're going to have the tower that they have in the parking lot for the parades. They're going to have that too. They're going to have police on ATVs as well. And he was like, you're going to need 10 police. I'm good. I'll take as many as you give me, because I don't want anything going on my watch.
Facts.
And if it is or does go on my watch, then it is on y'all, because y'all are hired to protect and serve. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't blame shit on me if something goes bad, because if something happens for Mardi Gras, don't y'all have a parade the next day? Facts. And the day after that?
Facts.
And the year after that? So don't say Juice because of JuiceFest. Because, man, when the headline hit the newspaper last time.
Yeah, let's expound on that. Last time there's a situation.
When JuiceFest ended, I sent everybody off, and I was in the courtyard cleaning up, and then something happened a block away behind a building. So what happened was there was a fight, and a bunch of youngsters got into a fight. Somebody pulled out a gun. Somebody got shot, a 15 or 16-year-old. When he got shot, everybody that was back there behind that building ran in the street. The people in the street ran to Goode Street. Everybody on Goode Street ran into the courtyard. Everybody on the courtyard ran to Church Street. Everybody on Church Street ran past downtown.
Everybody running.
It was a domino effect. Nobody knew what was going on until the ambulance came and they said somebody got shot. And here I am sitting at the courthouse steps cleaning up, and I'm like,
that might do it, huh?
Yeah, like it really burned me, because that's not my approach. That is not what I'm promoting. That is not what I'm about. This is not about violence. This is not promoting any ignorance or negativity. What to expect when you come to JuiceFest is to have a good time.
Right.
So I'm cleaning up, getting ready to go to the after party, and I got a news reporter calling my phone because the headline is saying shooting at JuiceFest, shooting breaks out at JuiceFest. So no matter what I did, gave out a scholarship, gave out backpacks, gave out special needs students, acknowledging people with diseases, have given people church and inspiring and encouraging.
Didn't you do like a prayer? Like, didn't you?
I have all that. None of that has relevance, but I understand with the media, they got to go with what's hot. None of that has relevance because somebody made a bad decision and it reflected me.
And listen, I understand that you the media, you gotta report the story, but hey man, report the other side of the story too once we figure out that it had nothing to do with the festival.
Well, what happened was, what I was very, very excited about, the Dana Coleman, who was the chief of police at the time, he corrected that. He was on the news, on Channel 6 or Channel 8 News, he corrected that. He said, no, it didn't. He was in an article. He was like, no, it did not happen at Juice Fest. Juice Fest was over. They were making it seem like that ended Juice Fest.
Right.
Juice Fest had already ended.
Right.
Because the last group that was supposed to perform didn't show up. That's the Fresh and Reckless, the Blicky Boys, My Blicky.
Oh, okay.
They were supposed to show up. I don't know if you know them, but they're TikTok famous.
Yeah, I've heard that song.
Yeah, so it's two. They were supposed to show up, but they didn't make it. So that was able for me to shut it down at 9:15. The shooting happened at 9:30. Juice Fest is already over.
Already over, man.
But of course, people blame it on me because had I not had Juice Fest downtown, that shooting wouldn't have happened downtown. Yeah, it's just a bunch, man. But I don't dwell on that too long because I don't like that being tagged to it. I don't like the word Juice Fest and shooting. Juice Fest shot. I want Juice Fest to be family, food, entertainment, education, community. Anybody could come to it. White, black, old, young, don't matter. Special, regular, gifted, ungifted. It does not matter. It's for everybody. And a lot of people are thinking that it's a black thing. It's not a black thing, although it is amazing to be a black male and be able to do something in the downtown courtyard area of my city that has never been done. And I'm definitely in 100% like stand on business about that. But it's not just for black people. But at the fact that I am a black man and a black educator and a black entertainer, that I stand on value, I definitely stand on that shit. I would not take that away from me at any cost because black males have a stigma that is painted on them. And it's not just because of what the white man says about us. It's because of the actions that the majority of black males have taken and the consequences that have been dealt with them, that we have this stigma painted on us that we're all into some shit that we're probably not even into.
Right.
And we're only accepted if we do something that's pleasing to the other race. And that's not fair to us.
Right.
That we're only accepted by whites if we do something that whites can appreciate.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
Think about this. LSU, predominantly white college. Okay? Football team, predominantly black players.
Right.
They love them. You know what I mean? They love them. Let's just say they were not football players at LSU. Would they still love them that way?
No, man.
No, they wouldn't.
Look, man, I went to college as a non-athlete. Like they ain't love me like they love the people that score touchdowns.
I hate that the world is set up to where you only feel comfortable with me if I'm offering something that's appealing to you. I took my students on a field trip to the courthouse. I've been through this so many times, bro. I've been through this so many times in my life, and it hasn't changed. It don't make me look at white people differently, or I'm prejudiced, or I'm racist, or I hate it, but I understand it. See, when you're educated and you have understanding, then you know how to react to certain situations. So we're in the courtroom. I'm a social studies teacher. We're in the courtroom doing a mock trial. It's my kids. One of my kids is judge, one the bailiff, one is on trial. I got a jury. You know, all kids. They all dressed up. They doing a mock trial. I'm walking around my phone taking pictures. I take a picture of the person that's on the stand, swear the truth, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Then I take a picture and I stand back against the wall. The lady who works for the courthouse, she leans up. She says, "It's always so nice when the dads could come take pictures." Mm-hmm. It's always so nice when the dads could come take pictures. And I'm like, I'm not a parent, I'm the teacher. I booked the field trip.
Right.
So what you were doing at that time, you saw a black father and you felt like, damn, he's a great dad. Let me make him feel good about himself because he's taking off to come take pictures of the kids.
Right.
Because he's got a child here. I don't need you to affirm me of being a great black dad because in this situation, I booked the field trip. I'm the teacher.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I knew I was a good dad before this.
So in so many words, you're telling me that, and it's not nothing that she was trying to, it's nothing racist, bro. It's nothing prejudiced. It's just that teachers don't look like me.
Right.
And I had on a button-down shirt, slacks, shoes. She identified me as a parent, volunteer taking pictures before the teacher.
Right.
Because teachers don't look like me.
Imagine you was the only adult in the
No, there were two other co-workers, two white females who teach 5th grade with me.
Right.
Shout out to 5th grade, go 5th grade. But she identified me as a parent instead of I said, I'm the one who called to book the field trip.
See, I had to deal with that a lot offshore, man. Me and my brother, man, look, it's crazy because in 2000, maybe 16, 17, bro. My brother literally became the first black supervisor this company ever had. You know what I'm saying? I followed up as the second. And there were a number of times where I'd be on the job, bro, as the lead guy. And of course, them dudes, they walk straight past me, go to the white dude that's a little older, or whatever. And luckily, I had some good guys that'll be like, listen, man, I told the dude, you know what I'm saying, I'm not the one in charge. You the one in charge. He just refused to go to you.
That's crazy.
And I just be like, know what, man, you know what's going on. To keep me from getting frustrated, just handle it.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a real thing, bro.
Listen. If you're a white, okay? If you're a white person, I need you to understand this. We, as black males, deal with so much, and I just want all my white followers and people who are non-black, I want you to understand that we as black men deserve and would appreciate to have the same respect as any other man that's walking on the planet.
Facts.
That is it. And it's just like that, bro.
And that comes from just not automatically categorizing me.
And I understand that because, you know, I have a lot of white friends and you know, I have a shitload of white friends, I mean, I don't want to say I don't want to pick color because then it turns into me, you know, being like that. But I'm just saying, like, I need them to understand that just because, like, I don't need you to love me just because I do something that's appealing to society. You should just respect me just for being a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Respect us for being people. Not all of us are in tune to the lifestyle that is
promoted. Right.
It's not like that.
Right.
So when I say we only get that respect if we're appealing, it's the truth. So, if I'm not doing something that's appreciated or appealing to your eye, you could care less about me. Another field trip, getting on a bus with my students, white lady driving the bus. I get the kids on the bus, sit down, boys on the left, girls on the right. I'm running the whole shift. You know what I'm saying? I've been teaching 18 years. I know what I'm doing. She looked at me doing all that, commanding the show, running the show. You know what she turned around and said? What do you teach? So the way she said it, bro.
Right.
The way she said it was in her mind. She could have been saying, well, what this ninja, what are you?
Might as well have said it like, who are you to be telling?
Trying to figure me out. Let's not forget you driving the bus, bitch. You the one driving the bus. Let's not forget that. First off. Let's not forget you the one driving the bus. Okay?
Straight up.
I said, I'm Mr. Patterson. I teach fifth and 6th grade science and social studies. Oh, okay, that's cool. You like it? Yeah, this is year 17. I love it. Let's go. Now that you got your confirmation that I'm acceptable now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And know it's crazy, bro. So you're a person that got to experience both sides of that. You got to experience people misjudging you simply because you're a black man, and you got to see them basically shine your shoes when they figure out who you are.
It's fake, bro.
I hate
it's
that
fake.
shit, boy.
It's fake.
Oh,
it's
my
fake.
God.
But I get it, and I don't blame them. It's just because of what's been painted for so long. What's been painted for so long is that we are the minority, we are inferior, and we are not in a position. And if we are, then that is when we get the respect. I can remember when this was the first encounter I had with it. I was a camp director, not counselor.
Right.
Summer camp director. I mean, I did payroll, I hired counselors, I did food, I did nutrition, I did the kids, I did the programs, the field trips, everything that went on at Bayou Black Gym. We went on a field trip to New Orleans. We went to the zoo. I monitored the kids to the zoo. I didn't go have fun because when I got 100-something kids underneath my belt,
ain't no fun.
No, I have to take the role of being supervisor. We went to eat at the mall. I was the only one that eat because I wanted everybody sitting down eating, everybody throwing their trash away, nobody spilling nothing, everybody cleaning up their mess, everybody head count on both buses, everybody got the ice chest, got the snacks, get back to Bayou Black Gym, just for a parent to say, Hey man, what's your name, man? You were an awesome volunteer today. Just to get all the way back to Bayou Black Gym. And I can remember the kid's dad who did it. I remember, bro, I have a photographic memory. I remember exactly where I was standing when the guy stuck his hand out and said, hey, what's your name? You were an awesome volunteer today.
Yeah, man, I'm the dude that been making sure your son been safe this whole summer, man. You talk about volunteering. Where you been at? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, that's something that's just and I don't even want to subscribe to that and be like that's something that's gonna always exist. I mean it will, but fuck, man, like it shouldn't.
I hate it. Yeah, I hate it for the simple fact. I hate it for the simple fact. What up? I hate it for the simple fact that that's not right, bro. Right. That's not right.
Right.
And I think a little bit. I have an inner scientist. I encourage my students to have an inner scientist, and that means you observe, you form your hypothesis,
do a whole
come
experiment.
up with a theory. I think about what you thinking about me on the inside for you to say that shit. What were you thinking about when you saw me taking pictures? What were you thinking about when you saw me on the bus?
Right. What was
putting
that
these
first
kids?
thing?
What were you thinking about when you saw me running this summer camp field trip? And then what came out your mouth after that? What came out your mouth after that was a lighter, lessened, indirect insult of how you felt on the inside. I swear to God, that shit burns me so deep, bro, because I'm not a racist. I'm not a prejudiced person. I don't have a shady, one-sided bone in my body. You are a person. You are a person. You are a person. When I walked in here, that man was behind the bar, and this other guy was sitting right here. I shook both of their hands and said who I was. I didn't give a fuck if they were racist or not. You know what I mean? Because they're persons, bro. They're people. And as people, I'm not going to judge you because you run the bar, you behind the bar. I'm not going to judge you because you drink and you're alcoholic. I'm not going to judge you because you're on the side eating off the ground. Like, you are a person, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And if everybody had that mindset, dog, the world would be such a better place. But we have so many people who are assholes who look at what we look like instead of digging deep down into our soul and seeing who we are.
Right. They don't even consider the circumstances too, man. Like
that's
a big barrier between understanding people and not, man. I understand if your life been so different that you can't see that, you know what I'm saying? But just taking not even a deep dive, just having an open mind to understand that, hey, man, this person came from different beginnings. So they're going to be a little different, but at the end of the day, they're still a person.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
And I had another. I ain't gonna talk about that.
Do you think there's a difference in you and in others between how Justin is treated and how Deejay Juice is? I ain't gonna say treated. I'm gonna say perceived.
Well, a lot of people don't get Justin.
Right.
A lot of people see Juice and they paint a picture of who Juice is and what Juice should be.
So you don't even have to do that for them. They just got their own mind.
Juice is just hands and sound. You see my hands moving, you hear my sound. You know?
Right.
You can feel my energy. Juice is the energy. Justin is me right here, what you have right now.
Juice is the juice, literally.
Justin is what you have right now. I don't walk around and say, yeah, I'm Deejay Juice. Hey, how you doing, Justin? Nice to meet you. Justin Patterson, nice to meet you. You Deejay Juice? I was like, I might be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is that like a little? Cause I'm comparing it to what I know. You know what I'm saying? I know sports. I know basketball. So is it like a let's say you getting ready for a big show. You done been on some big stages. Do you have to like mentally go in and be like, all right, Justin, it's Deejay Juice time?
Nah, it's a switch. It just happens.
I've
been doing it so long, man. I've been doing it a long time. I know how to, and that's what helps me motivate people who are trying to promote themselves with their art and their craft, because I help them build their confidence to go to the next level that I'm at. Like Reek, for example, NFL Reek. NFL Reek got added to Fredo Bang's tour. So when I saw that, shout out to Reek. So I hit Reek up, and I know Reek never been on a mixed stage before. I said, hit Fredo Manager up and see if I could be your tour DJ. You don't have to pay me no bread. If you want to give me something, I'm good with it. You know, but I can handle my own. I'm going to have my own flight, my own hotel room. I'm going to buy my own food, my own clothes. I can do whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you go into this situation and you get something from it.
Right. You
look like somebody. So boom, we set that up. I'm on a tour with him. They got the flyer made everywhere we go. Boom, every city. Dog, we was in Houston. When Reed got off stage, I brought him up so nice, bro.
Yeah.
When he got off stage, he was in so many conversations of who you are, what you do, where you, like all that, bro. And I only was there to help him because he had never been on a platform like that, and I had. So, and we never rehearsed, never practiced. He gave me a song list. I told him how I was going to do this and do that to make him look good, bro. I'm talking about.
But you gotta understand, Juice, like, especially people that have a rapport from, like I could probably say that, man, you probably raised Reek. I'm pretty sure the first major event he went to that was popping, you was probably the DJ.
I got goosebumps, bro. It make a lot of sense because when we were in the hotel room, Reek said, man, I remember the first time I met you.
Of course he
So
do.
now he goes from me being his partner in crime on the tour to now he's my fan. I said, when? He said, I'm about to show you, dog. He pulled up a video from like 8 years ago when Kyron Lacey was in high school. It was a graduation party I did. Reek came by me with his cell phone. He was a young cat, 15, 16. And he held his phone up and he said, look, this me right here on the side of you. And I'm like, wow, son. That's the ultimate paycheck when somebody could come show me something that I did for them that long ago. He said, man, when I met you, I was starstruck. He was like, man, that's Juice? He's like, man, that's him? And that right there, at that moment, that shows me how much, not only that tour, but just me, my purpose, bro.
Yeah.
My purpose.
And that's why I make sure I tell you, whenever, because, you know, we always run it. Every time we bump into each other, we run it, try to schedule this old podcast. But it's like, hey, bro, I don't ever want you to ever forget. I know you humble, but, man, you a big deal, especially around here. Like, you got a lot of people that now everybody can't come to you and say it like that because, you know, niggas is niggas and they have problems communicating and being honest and shit, but I know motherfuckers look at you like, man, that dude Juice is like, man, I scroll through your stories or whatever when I'm on Instagram, I'm just be like, bro, look at this dude, man.
I be in the mix of a lot, man. I have this thing Saturday at the library in Gray. It's called Boys to Men. It's kind of like a sit down with me explaining kind of like what I'm doing now, just my story, right? Trials, tribulations, my struggles, my achievements in front of whoever's able to come. It's open to the public. They do one speaker a week. Last week it was Jason Badger, parish president. This week is me. Next week is Dr. Charles Navy, and then the last week is somebody else. So like purpose. Me using a platform, giving something, giving tokens, giving goals to people who are there and willing to listen to it. Like I look at that like I'm going in the library the other day to do some JuiceFest stuff because I leave my house to get away from everybody just to get some quiet.
Yeah, easy to
and not even thinking about it because the people booked me for that a while back. And I'm walking in the library past the double doors and I see a big poster with my face on. I'm like, damn, what I did until I realized what that's about. Like It really startled me, son. And that's how God works, man. Because if we keep a clean heart and a clean spirit, and we continue to share our light and bless people with our passion, turning it into a purpose, God reciprocates that energy to you in so many ways that you can't even imagine, bro. Like I say, inner scientist, bro. Like I really, really believe in that because I'm really strong in faith. I'm in church one day. I'm like, damn, I'm putting up my offering. I put up a 10. You got to put up 10%. I 100 in my pocket. I put up 10. You know. And then I pay my tithes, and then I get home, I'm like doing my laundry, and I find money in my pocket. Guess what? It may not come when you want him, but he's always on time.
And I don't care.
And that's a blessing because like now, like I'm giving, not grudgingly, not necessity, but from my heart. And then I get home and God didn't just bless me with the money that I just gave because I left money in my pants pocket when I went to wash.
Hey,
see, that's testimony, bro. Like you gotta be people, everybody not in tune with themselves to believe in certain stuff like that, bro.
I think they don't know how. So I hear people say they don't, like, you know, you might hear various things. They don't know how to communicate with God. They don't know how to look at the silver linings, like,
or whatever you believe in.
Yeah, or whatever you believe. I just think they don't know how to interpret it.
Right.
Like
they don't know when a blessing is coming.
Right. For you to be like, dang, I just gave you this and I just found this. That's the cycle of karma. That's the cycle of what you reap is what you sow. Like they don't know how to find it and be like, oh, that's what that is.
What's his name over there?
Mitch.
Mitch. I got in here, right? I met Mitch for 420. I shook his hand. That was it.
Right.
That was it. Never talked to him about nothing else. I got in here. Like I said, I shook his hand, shook the other cat hand. Immediately, Mitch starts a conversation with me about JuiceFest. About how he sent some people to be vendors, but they said it was too late. True fact, it's too late.
Right.
And started talking about downtown. He started talking about how he would like for the street to be blocked off so the club owners, like just immediately blessing me with some stuff that he didn't even have to talk to me about.
Right.
He could have just said, they on their way back, sit down and wait.
Right.
Kept talking. But that right there is showing me that he was open enough to understand that opening this bar for us to do this, he became a purpose.
Fact.
Because
Fact.
not only did he give us this place, but he also gave me something in my heart like, damn, Mitch asked him about JuiceFest. Mitch talking about juice. Mitch knows about JuiceFest. And it moved me. You feel me?
Right.
Because I want that to reach the Mitches.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Facts.
I want people to know what I'm like. He wasn't stingy like, well, what time you shutting down? Because I got to open my bar. Like, he wasn't doing all that.
Right.
He was more in support. He sent people to me to get a vendor, but they couldn't.
Yeah, he a good guy, man.
So that's what I mean by people cherishing and understanding when a blessing comes through. You know what I'm saying? Maybe what if I wouldn't have had enough? Maybe they already got accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or what if I wouldn't have had those vendors that I have and I needed two more? You know what I mean? I would have never knew that.
Right. Just pop out of the blue.
I analyze a lot of that stuff, man. I think about a lot of different things. I see things differently. I don't just look at it for what it is. I embrace everything that's positive and that's done in the greatness of a clean heart and a clean spirit. That's it. You know, nobody's perfect. Everybody's got their picks and chooses and who they choose to be with and who they choose to support. But man, positive energy, bro, it goes a long way, man. It goes a long way. It reduces headaches and stress and drama and negativity. And it goes so long. And if everybody had positive energy, bro, everybody would make so much more money. Like, I looked on Facebook the other day, they were fussing about cooking oxtails and pork chops and lamb chops.
Just fussing, huh?
I'm looking at cooks fussing about, because one cook made a post and he was just making a post talking about how he doesn't follow the trends of what everybody's cooking, and a few other people got touched by it. So he had to renege and come back and double back on the live and be like, man, it wasn't even meant like that. I was just saying that I choose not to do that, even though everybody, I never said I was better than you or worse than you. Like, it's simple, man. Like,
I've learned, bro. No pun intended. In that cooking world, they really be beefing. They really be beefing, so they don't really like it. They don't want you cooking outside.
Hey, bro, I said, man, yeah, but that.
I don't, see. You come from the mindset of a creator. Like, and even though the music is the music, you creating energy to give the people. See, when you coming from a creative standpoint, you don't have no room for beefing, a disliking, a competition. Even it's like, you do you, I'ma do me. We should be straight, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You know.
And in regards to the festival, it's just it's none of that is allowed out there. A good time is the only thing that's allowed.
That's it.
It's the only thing that's allowed. Indulge in the city. Suck up downtown because it's for us too.
Right.
Eat. Have fun. Bring a little fan. Bring a chair. Listen to the music.
Bring your kids.
Celebrate and go home. Take a lot of pictures and go home. That's it. That's all I want. I want listen, this is for anybody that's watching this or listening to this. And you can make this out of one of your little Instagram clip.
Man, be quiet, man.
Nah, it ain't the loud. It's the loud.
Oh yeah.
If I have ever DJ'd for you,
that's everybody,
taught you, or had any kind of influence on your life in a positive way, that I've done something for you that made you feel good about yourself, come to the JuiceFest. It's not about $1 I'm making off of you, because I'm not. Anything that's monetary, that's a part of JuiceFest, not vendor wise, but monetary, like merchandise, raffles, donations, sponsorships, anything of that sort that is at the Juice Fest is going towards a local school or the Juice Fest of the future. Not one red penny is pocketed. If you would like to donate, you can hit me up on Instagram at DEEJAY Juice 100, and that's at Gmail. But anything that you push, or any energy or monetary or any type of support that you put in the Juice Fest, it will create great energy and transfer over for Juice Fest in the future to make it the best thing ever happening in Houma. And that's from me to you.
There it is, man.
That's it.
There it is. So he say if y'all ever got inspired by him, that's everybody. So everybody should.
Any little thing, if I've told you God bless you before, pull up.
Straight up.
You heard me? Pull up. That's just how I feel, man. Music is what it is, man. Music, education, entertainment, food, family. I'm combining all of them. I care about music. I care about my family. I care about health, nutrition. I care about being alive. I care about positive vibes and having a great time and going home and talking about it and looking at the memories. Create memories. Keep your phones charged up. Take pictures of everybody you see performing. Take pictures of Juice and Friends. Save your battery so your light can come on at 8 o'clock when it gets dark.
Right.
We're going to have a great time and we're going to go home. That's it.
So, after party, after show, because I hear a lot of dudes want to perform, they can't get in. I got Cax Stacks then ask you first. He the first one that say he need some stage time, bro. And you told him the after show. So what's the plans for that?
After party, anything goes. So what I have is, I'm not releasing any information on it, but I'll tell you that I have more than one after party.
Oh,
at the same
after parties.
Damn time.
And after parties.
One is gonna be for the artists, the other one is gonna be for the turn up. And I'll disclose that as we get closer, because I'm pushing the festival right now. I'm not releasing any details about the after party until the week of. I want everybody preparing to come to the festival, which is free. The after party will not be free because, of course, like I said, I'm in the spirit of giving. So proceeds from the after party are going to local schools. I don't want one red penny.
Man, you can't argue with that at all, man. You cannot argue with that.
And if you care about your brand, you will come and, I hate to say support it, but you will come and be a part of it. And that way you could say, man, I was a part of Juice Fest after party. I was a part of Juice Fest.
You don't want to miss it.
At all.
You don't want to miss it.
This is the third annual. We took 5 years. This is 5 years that have passed since the last Juice Fest. And this one will be bigger and better right here downtown Houma. And you better not miss it.
So, let me get on one more topic too.
Go ahead, brother.
I gotta knock y'all off y'all high horse right now. I ain't well, let me be honest. I ain't gonna knock y'all off. I come to show a little bit of appreciation because you know we got the little feud between the high schools. You know what I'm saying? And y'all did pull out the gala, bro.
When you say y'all, can you specifically who you saying y'all? Who is y'all?
H.L.
The illustrious H.L. Bourgeois. For the record, can we hear the illustrious H.L. Bourgeois?
I'm not saying
that. Can we hear that?
I'm not saying that shit.
Go ahead on what you're saying.
I'm going to just say H.L. Bourgeois.
All right.
What the H and the L stand for?
Henry Lewis. He was a superintendent in Houma. What happened he was a superintendent in Houma, and at the time when he was a superintendent, if you were non-white, he did not support your education, meaning that mostly Negroes at the time and natives. What's so funny about it is that when he passed what he fought for, there were some natives that were trying to go to school, the white schools, and if you were not white, you couldn't go. And he felt that natives were inferior to white people. And when he died, of course, and they decided to build H.L. Bourgeois, the school, that it was going in between different names. They didn't know if they wanted to name it North Terrebonne High School because it was in the northern part of the parish. They didn't know if they wanted to name it Halfway High School because it was halfway between Houma and Thibodaux.
Man, for real?
So they thought about naming it after, listen to this, they thought about naming it after the superintendent, H.L. Bourgeois. So when they named it after him, the school was built on an Indian reservation. Ironic that he declined Indian education in the white parish, but you were built. Your school, school is named after you, built on top of an Indian reservation, and the mascot is a brave. So a lot of the natives were rubbed wrong about that because they didn't like the fact that the school was named after him, and they felt that it was disrespectful.
Right.
And how the mascot was a brave, the whole little Chiefs Indian thing, the Redskins thing.
Right.
They looked at it as being degrading and insulting. But it's so ironic for somebody who felt that Indians were inferior.
And that's how I look at it. I look at it as like, this the thing that made him flip over in his grave, right? How do you like this? We got an Indian mascot on Indian ground.
Named after you.
Named after your ass.
Yeah, so that's a little history of that.
That's fire, man. I didn't know that, and I knew you would be a person to be able to drop some knowledge on it.
Definitely.
But back to the main point, man. The gala y'all was able to pull off downtown. I told myself that I was going outside of Assumption and Thibodeau, I was going to skip anything that wasn't a outdoor event, right? Mm-hmm. So I went to Ellender's. I enjoyed it. When I found out that Terrebonne was going to bypass the outdoor event and just make it all inside, I was like, I'm not interested in that. Same thing with HL, but the fact that y'all went for downtown, it rang my bell a little bit, and I felt like that was a necessary move for black, I don't want to call it entertainment, but just, a black outing, you know what I'm saying? We don't have too many events. Black culture could just slide right in downtown and be successful.
It was perfect.
You know what I'm saying? So were there any hassles getting that actual building?
Well, in terms of the admin side of it, I'm not on the board.
Okay.
So when they asked me to be a part of it, I told them if I put any energy into anything, I'm putting it in the JuiceFest.
Right.
I'm not putting my energy into that.
I said
y'all could just book me. So I'm part of the movement, but I'm not part of the planning.
Okay, got
So I don't know how that part went, but it's maybe like 7 or 8 of them, and they did a really good job because they coordinated it, price-wise, attire-wise, and they stood on it. Like, everybody followed suit, and everybody enjoyed it.
Right.
So I don't know how the game plan was, but I don't think they had any trouble.
I liked it, man. I like the look of it being downtown. You got all these black people dressed up nice, coming out to have a good time, ain't causing no trouble. Older age groups all the way down to the younger, and it's like we needed that shown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter which high school it was, like we needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tip my hat off to HL, man. Y'all pulled off something that was necessary into the growing of these events. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. But I thought you had a lot to play with that. I was like, man, of course they gonna let them do it, man. They got Juice DJing.
No, sir. I had nothing to do with it. Not one single conversation, but Juice, how much, Juice, who to make it out to, Juice, you got the rest, Juice, here go your money. Juice, this what time. That was it. I told him I was not putting energy into that with a festival coming up.
So do the other high schools ask you to DJ their events?
I did Assumption's Picnic. I did Thibodeau's. I got Thibodeau's this year. I got Terrebonne's this year. I don't have Eleanor's, but I got something for Eleanor that they have going on. Okay. I got Morgan City's. So it looks like I'm the alumni.
You the alumni DJ, huh? Man.
Household.
Hey, bro.
All of them hit me up.
Man, we gotta start making something for you to sell, even if it's just $1. We gotta make you some juice.
Yeah. I need to get in some merch. Like I just be a one-man show. I just be running. But I remember we had a conversation me and you had whenever you're ready.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for showing up, my G.
Appreciate you, brother.
We gonna catch a few snaps. We gonna shoot some pictures, man, and we just gonna wrap it up, man. Look, Goode Street Sound.
The DJ.
Goode Street Podcast, man.
You know what I'm talking about?